Just supposed to be working. You're going to teach us your favorite bodybuilding stuff.
Yeah, I love bodybuilding.
There's not a lot of it.
You guys think that I don't like the stuff. It's great, man.
Every once in a while you do.
Yeah. I gotta look, good, for my wife.
Well, show us one of your favorite triceps. You got silly looking triceps.
Triceps is kind of my thing.
Actually,
so.
to be honest with you, they are kind of silly looking.
They're good. They're good.
That doesn't look right. You might want to go to a doctor.
You gotta get a close up there, Doug. Anyways, what I like to do for a good tricep pump is good old rope tricep extension.
Right.
I like to start there, and I'm going to superset that into a bench dip. I would prefer to have I guess I call it a Roman chair. I'm not sure what you call it, but we're up in
just dips.
position where
Parallel
we can
bar
do just
dips.
a parallel bar dip.
Would you do the compound movement first and then come there, or would you do which
I
one?
like to start with the
pre-exhausting.
pre-exhaust, exactly. So I get a nice that's a tight pump that I get at the end.
Pre-exhausting is working a muscle in isolated form, then moving to a compound exercise for it. It's pre-exhausted from the isolation,
which is great because bench dips are pretty easy, right? Would say bench
exactly.
But coming over here and pre-exhausting first
Now
and then going
over,
you're going to get a pretty nasty pump. So
exactly, and that's a little more involvement with other muscles as well. So I want to isolate it and get them really to respond. Now you take that over there and you really feel your triceps get involved.
All right, what's it look like?
So just your basic. You're going to keep your elbows in here, nice and close, and I'm going to start in this position with a grounded. Slight bend in the knee and core engagement, and then I'm going to kind of protract a little bit forward with my shoulders, extending all the way out to the side of my legs, and then right back to that neutral position.
See, now I want to point out that you and I have different posture when doing this, but the main idea is that the shoulders are staying in a fixed position, the elbows are staying in a fixed position, and all you're working on is that
elbow bending and straightening.
That's elbow extension, flexion, and that's all that's happening.
You could do this like upright.
Which changes it.
Right? I could do this overhead.
Yeah.
Well, now we're hitting a different angle.
That's a totally
different angle.
But one thing I noticed too when you were doing this is you're doing a full range of motion. I see people stop here.
Yep.
Here, no, full range of motion, full range of motion. All right, so you go from here and then you superset, meaning there's no rest.
No rest,
straight to the next
right
exercise.
into the bench. So just the big thing with the bench is I'm going to make sure that I'm not way away from the bench.
I'm glad you pointed out. It's one of the number one tips that I tell people when they do this is when you do this, you want your butt and back as close to the bench as possible.
You want to scrape the bench almost, right?
As close as I can, and then keep my shoulders back and my chest up, and I'm going to drop it down. Get nice full range of motion and straight up and down.
And this is common. It'll feel natural to want to dip away from the bench, and that puts direct stress right here in the shoulder. So, so important to concentrate on coming straight down. Where your feet are placed will dictate how challenging it is.
That's right.
The closer his feet are in, the easier it's going to be. The further his feet are out, the more challenging this movement's going to be. And then you can challenge him even more by putting it up on a bench.
Or if you need more resistance, you can have your friend like Adam sit on his lap. Why don't you demonstrate that?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll just stick a dumbbell in there instead. How about that?
Yeah. So excellent combo, fantastic pump.
Great pump. The results speak for themselves.
You just blew up your tattoo.
I did.